Hello friends, welcome back. I am Sandeep Lanke, your English teacher from English School and Junior College of Science Parner. In the previous video lecture, in the first part, we discussed the basics of mind mapping. Now in the second part, we are going to deal with the actual text 3.2. Do schools really kill creativity? And the skill to be tested is mind mapping. So let's start. Icebreakers. Observe the given figure and complete the activities that follow. Look at the figure, the following diagram. What do you see? In the center of the diagram, we have main idea. The main idea radiates from there as branches. Then we have branches or supporting ideas. Each branch comprises a keyword or idea. Topics of lesser importance are represented as twigs of the relevant branch. Twigs of the branch or less important ideas are your secondary ideas. Now, what is asked? Replace the main idea by any other thought or title of your own. Add three supporting ideas to the main idea as their branches. Add two ideas to one of the branches that explains the meaning of the branch. Now, replace the main idea by any other thought or title. For example, we are creating or developing a mind map of a movie, then the main idea would be a movie. The supporting sub ideas or the branches or the elements of the movie are the title, the plot, the characters, for example. Further drilling down, the movie will have characters like a protagonist and antagonist who will be central to the story. Let's take one more example. For example, we are developing a mind map of English literature. So, your main idea would be literature or English literature. Then, what could be the branches of literature? Yeah, you guessed right. They are prose, poetry, drama. Further drilling down, a prose can be divided into uh, your secondary ideas, fiction and non-fiction. One more example. For example, you are celebrating a birthday. So develop a mind map of your birthday. Now brainstorm yourself. Brainstorm by yourself means to flesh out ideas. Ask yourself, what do I need for my birthday party? Who do I send invitations? Location of the birthday party, for example, home, elsewhere, food to be served, decoration, return gifts, activities, party games, etc. A certain set of questions should have been in your mind before developing a mind map. It helps us to view and monitor things on a single page. Now, develop a mind map based on the ideas you brainstorm by yourself. In the center of the blank page, write down my birthday. The other major ideas or supporting ideas should have been, food, decoration, guests, gifts, location, etc. Food can be cake, cold drinks, location, home, hotel, etc. Then invitations, families, friends, colleagues, for example. Complete the given blank spaces. Balloons with your ideas in the figure that describes your basic preparation for the HSC board examination. Also complete the activities that follow. Again, brainstorm by yourself how to do well in HSC board examination, and the answers received will help you to develop a mind map preparing for the HSC board examination. First one is done for you. Thorough reading of all textbooks. Then we have classes, notes, practice, revision, test, study, homework, and of course, relax and exercise. Let's take one more example. For example, your main idea is water. You are developing a mind map of water. So the branches or supporting ideas would be states of water, solid state, liquid state, gaseous state, then the uses of water for drinking, cooking, cleaning, types of water, fresh water, salt water, ocean, then water obtained from rain, then water made by chemical reactions. When hydrogen gas is burnt in the presence of gaseous oxygen, a new substance, liquid water, is formed, H2O. All right. So in this way, we can develop a mind map. Now see activity. Complete a similar type of detailed graphical figure in your own style, showing the thoughts, ideas, concepts that keep on generating in your mind. And then you choose a particular style, design, or a graphical representation to describe the same idea, fact, situations. Then this type of presentation can be called mind mapping. So what is mind mapping? It's a graphical figure showing your ideas, thoughts, or concepts, graphical representation of your ideas or facts or situations is called mind mapping. Mind map can be made with different shapes: arrows, lines, connectors, balloons, boxes, curves, arrows, callouts, scribbles, scrolls, explosions, etc. Now look at these diagrams. The thing is that it should suit your purpose. Julian Astle is the Director of Education at the RSA. What is RSA? RSA stands for Royal Society of the Arts. Previously, he worked in 10 Downing Street as Deputy Director of the British Prime Minister's Policy Unit and Senior Policy Advisor to Deputy Prime Minister Nick Clegg. Previously, he was the Director of Centre Forum, a Westminster based think tank. He has also worked as a post conflict advisor to the British government in Whitehall and to the United Nations in Bosnia and Kosovo. So, Julian Astle is the writer of the text. He is the Director of Education at the RSA. In the most watched TED Talks of all times, educationalist Sir Ken Robinson, FRSA, claims that schools kill creativity. So, what is TED? TED. TED stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design. As I told you in the previous video lecture, it is an American media organization that posts talks online for free distribution under the slogan Ideas Worth Spreading. So, according to him, we don't grow into we don't grow into creativity, we grow out of it. Yet to Robinson, creativity is as important as literacy, and we should afford it the same status. So Ken Robinson, FRSA, that is Fellowship of Royal Society of the Arts, he claims. So what are his claims? The above extract has been condensed into a mind map. The claims of Sir Ken Robinson, school skill creativity, education out of creativity, and creativity to be acquired in education itself. Then he gives an example of a young girl called Jillian Lynne. At the age of 8, she was viewed as a problem student with a probable learning disability due to her inability to sit still and concentrate. So, what was her disability? It was that she can't sit still and concentrate. When her mother sought a medical explanation for her constant fidgeting. What is fidgeting? Fidgeting means a person who keeps moving his or her hands or feet slightly or changing body position slightly because of nervousness, feeling bored or excited. Constant fidgeting and lack of focus. The doctor suggested they speak privately. As the two adults got up to leave, the doctor turned on the radio. Left alone in a music filled room, young Jillian began to dance, observing her through the window. The doctor turned to her mother. Jillian is not sick, he said. She is a dancer. Today, at the age of 92, Jillian can look back on a long career in ballet dance and music theater, which saw her become one of the world's most successful choreographers. What is choreographer? Choreographer is someone who invents the movements for a ballet. Ballet means a type of very skilled and artistic dancing. Okay, and tells the dancer how to perform them is called choreographer. And ballet means a type of very skilled and artistic dancing. With hits like Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cats and Phantom of the Opera means a play with music. Among her many achievements, at her school had all but written her off, to write somebody off or to write someone off means somebody is not suitable or good enough to be successful, mistaking her extraordinary talent for some form of behavioral problem or cognitive impairment. Cognitive means ability of the brain to think, and impairment means disability. Now, see, the above passage can be mind mapped as follows. Jillian Lynne, young girl, 8 years of age, problem student, inability to sit still and concentrate, medical explanation. Doctor turned on the radio. Jillian alone began to dance, not sick, but dancer. Career at the music theater in ballet dance, world's most successful choreographer. School ignored her extraordinary talent. Alright. Then the writer talks about critical thinking. So, what is critical thinking? It means the analysis of facts to form a judgment. Critical thinking is an important part of most disciplines. Disciplines means a field of study or areas of study. You may find considerable similarities in the responses of mathematicians and historians. You may think that they are describing the same thing, but they are not. The same is true for creativity. Creativity is not a single thing, but in fact a whole collection of similar but different processes. Creativity is in fact a whole collection of similar but different processes. For example, creativity in mathematics is not the same as creativity in visual art. If a student decides to be creative in mathematics by deciding that 2 plus 2 makes 3, that's not true. That's not being creative. It is just silly since the student is not doing mathematics. Get it? Creativity involves being at the edge of the field, but still being within it. It means one should think out of the box, but do not cross the boundaries set. Here he talks about 21st century skills. What are the 21st century skills? Problem solving, communication, and learning how to learn. Students who learn to work well with others in one setting may be more effective doing so in other settings. So, transfer of skill is important. Okay, now the extract can be mind mapped as follows: 21st century skills, problem solving, transfer of skills, learning, transfer of skill, learning how to learn, and communication. Then he tells us about the forefront of all education. Forefront means the foremost part of all education. Forefront of education. Mastering disciplines, learning to communicate effectively, engaging civically in discussion and argument. What is civically? It means a specific set of competencies. So, do schools skill creativity? He further explains the goals of education as the importance of understanding what is true, what is beautiful, and what is good. These goals should be perennial. Perennial. What does it mean? It means persistence, persistent or everlasting, perpetual, something that lasts for a long time. In the end, the writer Julian Astle reiterates that creativity should be cultivated across the curriculum. Thank you very much, friends.